Hello and welcome to Catholic Sports Association's Season 8 of volleyball. I'm Mark DeBolt.
I'm Nayeli DeBolt.
And we are
The
married.
DeBolts.
Thank you. All right, both are accurate, so you can't fault us. So we're here today to watch some volleyball after Thanksgiving break.
Sand volleyball.
Sand volleyball, that's right, because there's a big difference between playing in sand
There
and
is.
playing inside on the court.
No momentum.
Nope, it's really hard to get those jump spikes.
Yes.
Right, because you can't get as much height.
Yeah.
Yes.
I have
All
no
right.
height. So go ahead. We have already gone on a tangent.
All right, so again, welcome, and let's go over the games for today. Last week's schedule was pushed to this week because we were rained out, so we have long awaited these games. The first game today, first set of games, one between New Kids on the Block and Servers Up, and the other early game was How I Set Your Mother versus the Altar Servers. Now, how did those games go?
Well, not great for us.
For us, because we are on one of those teams and we did lose.
We won't tell you which one.
I'm going to tell you right now. So, we are both on the New Kids on the Block team, and we did lose. It was a very close game.
We lost by 1 point.
Very competitive game. It came down to the sudden death point in the third set.
Game.
That's right. And so it was very competitive, very fun to watch, I'm sure. Very fun to play in. And then the other, thank you, yes, I'm glad you agree. And then the other game that already happened today was against How I Set Your Mother versus the Altar Servers, right? And do you know who won that one?
Not the Altar Servers.
That's right. How I Set Your Mother came away with the W. All right. And so the game that we are going to be watching next is against Spike Babies and the UpSets. Now, ironically, the UpSets are ranked well above Spike Babies right now.
Are they?
They are.
Good. I'm
All
glad
right.
you know this information.
That's right. Yes, as the standings are going into today's games, Spike Babies are currently 8th on the competitive side of our rankings, where the UpSets are ranked 3rd. So
Oh,
that's
wow.
actually a decent difference.
This will either be a very, very good game or a very, very given game.
It may seem that way, but a lot of our games are coming down to the wire, so our
true.
scores don't
It's
necessarily show just how close they are in the points every single week. So you never know what's going to happen. The UpSets might end up losing and be upset by the Spike Babies.
Good one. He's a dad.
Thank
He
you.
is
I am a dad. All right. Some of the other games we have today on our schedule. The Cobras play against Charlotte's Angels. The Serviums play against Sake y Remate.
Saque y remate.
Yeah, thank you for correcting me. And then the game that we're going to be watching, Spike Babies and the UpSets, followed by Sand Dogs versus 12th Man.
Whoop.
And then the Servers of Christ play Valero Liberos. And finally, the Tuscan Raiders head off against Good Volley Miss Molly.
Yep.
That's right.
That sounds great.
Yeah, very excited for today's games.
Yes, me too.
Good.
I'm excited to watch and narrate to you guys everything that happens.
Every single hit
Every single serve.
and miss.
Yep.
That's right. Those are just as important.
Would you like to go ahead and go through the lineup of Spike Babies and
Absolutely.
the UpSets? But first, we must sing Spike Babies.
Ready? Before we get into their cast, ready? Spike Babies.
Boom, 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 boom.
And stop. All right. So we're very excited to bring you the lineup now, the Spike Babies.
So first up, we have Philip Ahorn. He sounds like he would be a really good server because he has 2 L's in his name.
Oh, so does that make him tall?
Yep.
All right. Looking forward to seeing if you're right. He is one of the team captains for this team, accompanied by team captain Leanne Richardson.
Who we've actually been on a team with.
We've had the honor. She's a
She's
great player.
Very competitive.
Very good
Move
captain.
out of her way. And then
She's coming for the ball.
we have Maggie Pesic after that.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we've played against her. We haven't played with her, but we've played against her.
Right.
She is also very competitive.
Yes.
Not as much as Leanne, but she
Oh.
is very, very competitive.
Do you have a ranking of how competitive
I do,
everyone is in
my
order?
brain.
Oh, okay.
Somewhere.
Maybe we could get that into a list someday, and I'd like to see that.
rankings according to
competitive nature, yes.
According to Nayeli.
Yes, right. Very subjective.
Go ahead.
All right, followed by Eva Koster, or Eva. One of the two, I'm assuming.
Then we have Sarah Wanjura.
Yes.
I hope I said that correctly.
I'm sure you got it. Charlie Maldonado.
We were on a team with him too.
That's right.
He is a good digger. Funny story about Charlie. I'm gonna say it on TV.
All right.
We were on the first team that we were on with him.
Mm-hmm.
He was about to hit the ball, and he hit it, and he kind of fell on the floor, and it went up, and it went over the net, and then he thought it hadn't gone over the net, and so the team hit it back over the net, but since he had thought that it didn't go over the net, he wasn't ready, and he started doing push-ups on the floor, and we were like, Charlie, what are you doing?
Always follow through.
He did, with the push-ups.
Yes, that's true.
Next, we have Nathan Gonzalez,
Mm-hmm. Chris Esparza,
Daniel Kermsey,
mm-hmm. Jesse Quintanilla,
and Mackenzie Ware.
That's right.
That's it for Spike Babies. Now we'll tell you about the UpSets.
That's
The
right.
leaders, or captains, is that what we're calling them?
That's right, team captains.
The team captains of this game are Wyatt Messick,
Ana Lucero Fuentes,
Patrick Ward,
Audrey Messix,
Victor Barboza.
Rodrigo Cantu.
We also have played against him.
That's right. We played against a lot of these people because we
have.
actually have been in this league since very early on.
Season 1.
I was either season 1 or 2, that's right, yep.
I'm pretty sure it's season 1.
We did take a little bit of a break from playing because we had our son.
We did.
And so we had to step away and tend to him. And we're back on the courts.
We are.
That's right.
It's been fun so far.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy to think how many seasons have passed by.
Yeah.
We're already on season 8.
Season 8.
It's hard to believe.
Yep.
But very encouraging. I love to see that this is continuing and that the league is growing.
It is growing.
A lot of people.
Season 1, we had what, 30 something
Roughly
people?
30, yes.
And now we have like 170.
Yeah, when we came back, we had to learn a lot of people's names.
We did.
And obviously, we don't know them all yet.
Right. But
that's why we're
trying.
butchering some of them. Yeah.
I'm sure we're not butchering them as bad as we think we are. But
let's hope.
So next we stopped at Rodrigo, right? We have Emmanuel de la Cruz, followed by
Ariana Castillo,
followed by Brian Medding,
and Nick Seltzer.
And that is the lineup for the UpSets.
That's right.
Hopefully we will see what their skill sets and their weaknesses
That's
are.
right. We're going to be very critical, and not only that, we're going to start adding them to our list of how competitive everyone is.
We are very critical.
That's right.
So please, we are seeing this through a very dry eye. We aren't going to be emotional about this, so
Speak for yourself.
Okay.
We lost our game. I'm very emotional.
Mark might be emotional. I'll just try to, be straightforward about this.
Right. Yeah, you do that and I'll be fine.
So, on to our next topic. How was Thanksgiving for you, Mark?
Thanksgiving was great. I spent it with my wife and her family who live here in town in San Antonio. And it was a great time.
Countdown City.
That's right. Yeah, I'm happy to have moved here about 1.5 years ago. And so we spend a lot of time with Nayeli and her family, which has been fantastic.
Yep.
We've
been really helpful in taking care of our son, Santiago.
Very helpful to have family nearby.
He's the star of our family.
He sure is.
He's very extra.
We couldn't put him in front of the camera or you would never look away from him. So we're sparing you from being hypnotized.
By love. Anyways, what was your favorite side that you had at Thanksgiving?
My favorite side?
Yeah.
That's such a hard one, but I have to say that I really enjoyed the mashed potatoes this year. They're very good.
My sister made the mashed potatoes.
She sure did.
She also plays on the team.
She does.
CTSA.
She happens to play on the other team that lost just earlier today.
The altar servers.
That's right.
Yep. Shout out to the altar servers.
A grand effort, I'm sure.
With the L.
Yes, with the L. That's right.
You're supposed to ask me what my favorite meal is.
Then I'll do that. What was your favorite part of the meal, Nayeli?
It's a good question. I think I really liked the dessert.
You asked me about the sides, and you're gonna pick a dessert.
You weren't specific about what.
You're right, that's on me. So what was your favorite dessert then?
It was the pumpkin pie.
Yeah, that's great. Pumpkin pie is my favorite kind of pie, in case you're looking to buy me any.
My favorite kind of pie is, I'm not looking to buy you any. I'm just kidding.
Well, no one else is going to.
My favorite kind of pie is apple pie or pecan pie.
Yeah, and yet the pumpkin pie was your favorite.
Because there were no other options.
That's right. We should have stopped to buy some. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Maybe you can buy some for me next year.
All right, that's enough of our future plans. You tell the camera right now. You tell the screen right now.
Camera.
You don't have a camera. You tell the screen right now, what was your favorite part of your Thanksgiving meal? That must have been great.
That was
Glad to hear it.
Are we imitating Dora the Explorer here?
I never watched Dora growing up.
That's exactly what she does. Just so you know.
We're just that alike, I guess.
Swiper, no swiping. Okay,
I know that much.
next topic. What is our next topic?
I don't know. Let's sit in silence for one moment.
No, we cannot do that. We already did that by asking them what their favorite meal was.
We were actively listening to them.
You're right. I heard a jumble of words.
There's a lot of noise going on around here. But that's because we have a lot of people warming up on the side, and we have a lot of games going on right now.
We do. Right now, we said who is playing.
We did say who's playing.
We did, and it was, let's look at our notes here. Charlotte's Angels versus Cobras.
Yes, Charlotte's Angels versus Cobras. Now that's an interesting one because the Cobras were a team that I was on a couple seasons back before we went on our break, and they've made a reappearance here, but the team had split around the time that I left, and so we have something close to half of those teammates, I believe, from the original Cobras team came back together and reformed a Cobras team with some new people.
But half of that team is a part of Charlotte's Angels, the other half.
Which makes this a very interesting game.
Yep, it is. It is a very interesting game. Then at the same time in the other court, we have Saque y Remate versus the Serbians.
That's right.
I don't think we played either one of them.
I don't believe we have. So I don't know much about how well they do, but perhaps you'll see them in a game in the future.
Yes. Perhaps.
I'll never tell.
But anyways, we're very excited for Spike Babies and the UpSets, and we hope not to upset you during this game as we try to narrate as best we can, as best we see the call.
Yeah.
Not as best the...
That's right. We don't have the sight lines that the ref does,
yeah.
but we will still do our best to give you the calls as we see them.
Yes.
And to commentate on everything that's going on.
Yes, I will try not to yell because I tend to yell, help, help!
Yeah, it's not our team playing, so.
Over!
All right, so we'll be back in just a moment.
It looks like we're back.
Oh, we are?
I think we're back.
Oh, we're back. All right, the game is about to begin. Once again, this is the UpSets against Spike Babies.
And
That's
serving,
our first serve.
We have Ariana.
From the
That's
UpSets.
Ariana.
That's right.
Yep.
It went a little short, so the ball now goes to Spike Babies.
That was Sarah serving.
Again,
also a little short.
Back and forth.
Fun fact about Sarah, she just started some scuba diving classes.
Ooh, very cool.
Interesting.
I'm sure that's cold water right now.
Oh yeah, for sure. And that's out. Very clear out. Point goes to
The UpSets. A strong serve close to the net. All right, the return goes out.
that serve is from Wyatt.
And he will continue serving.
Fun fact about Wyatt, he was a quarterback at Trinity University.
And I think you saw that with the strong arm right there,
Yep,
but it went
very
a little low and it hit the net.
It's okay. Next time, Wyatt, next time.
That's right.
That was Nick returning the ball. Back to Wyatt. And over.
Now this was a good rally. Very back and forth. The ball eventually hits the net on the side, or hits the ground on the side of the Spike Babies, which gives it to the UpSets.
That was Rod getting it back. Ooh, nice.
Pretty good hit. It's still live. One more to get over. Very
and
nice.
Over.
Got a good rally.
You're getting it back. Yep.
To the back.
Okay. Good.
Return.
Oh! Nice.
A very strong
Great
spike.
Great spike. I didn't get his name.
All right.
I don't know who spiked it, but good spike, man.
This is very strong. Pretty good backspin serve.
Serving, we have Patrick, who just served. Fun fact about Patrick
Another decent hit. That has a bit of a lift. Kind of caught the ball before he went up with it. That's unfortunate for them. So.
Fun fact about Patrick is that he plays 6 instruments.
Wow, very impressive.
Right?
And he serves a pretty decent ball,
short.
but it went just it hit the very top of the net, so just short.
Gotta practice those serves, y'all.
All right, Spike Babies with the ball again. I believe this is Eva.
Yes, it is Eva. Good spike.
Calling still live.
Ooh, just short.
It looked like a good lineup for the hit. Unfortunately, it was just a little weak into the net.
Fun fact about Eva is that she studied abroad in Costa Rica.
She started where?
Studied abroad in Costa Rica.
That's very cool.
Yep.
Unfortunately, she did serve pretty strong. Got a strong arm there, went out.
Strong arm. Maybe the Costa Ricans have a longer court.
Sure.
She got used to that.
We'll send someone to verify. We'll send someone all the way there to verify.
And
third hit goes into the net.
Well.
That was a good try. I believe that was Philip from the Spike Babies. Almost got it over.
Serving from the UpSets, we have Ana Lucero, who actually likes to two-step. So.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah. Ooh,
yes, we are also very partial to two-step.
We do. We do like two-stepping. The pretzel, the window.
Through the window, that's
through
right.
the window.
I think it's also called thread the needle.
Setting and
Patrick just short.
All of these people, I think they're just warming up their shoulders.
I think maybe it's just a little cold out here, and that might just be affecting the amount of strength going into this.
At least there's not as much wind as there was when we played.
That's true. It was actually quite windy just about an hour or so ago.
Rodrigo.
Oh.
A good spike. Almost a return.
Yeah, very high up on that ball, and then he hit it towards the back instead of, oh no, I'm sorry, I was talking about the unnamed gentleman with the curly hair that we haven't figured out who he is.
We need to ask him.
The one who got it over. Oh, good dig.
Good dig.
And that third hit.
And over. Yep, we got it. Oh, back in the corner.
Just outside of the range.
I think he could have got it, but I think it looked like
he
it was
might have
going
thought the ball was already over. Yep. That's right. We're talking about you. Ooh, threw off his throw. All right, the score is currently 7-9 right now. Oh, shanked off the side of her arm. That point goes to Spike Babies.
Serving, we have Nathan Gonzalez. He likes to fish. I asked him what his favorite fish was, and he said black drum.
I don't know anything about fishing. I'm sure it is not a percussive instrument.
It's not.
All right, that serve went into the net, so back to the UpSets.
Serving, we have Emmanuel with the UpSets.
Very strong.
Very strong.
Goes cross court towards the back corner, but just outside.
Up next, we have Maggie Pesek. I don't know why I said Maggie.
You know her well.
Maggie Pesek serving. And
set up.
Return
a good tip over to the back. Oh, net
just
play
short.
is so hard. When it hits your side on the net, even when you have more hits to go, getting underneath that and
It's
getting it
hard to
back
get
up
underneath.
it's just very difficult.
Even
It's
for
very
us
difficult.
short people.
Very strong
Oh.
serve, but just at the top of the net. That serve would be difficult and scary to return.
It would be.
I'm glad we're not playing her right now.
I think this is Jessie serving. Jessie Quintanilla. Yep.
Yes, it was. The ball's still live. Third hit all the way to the back. That's set up for the tip. Oh, but just shy. All right, I believe the score is 12 serving 10. UpSets are up.
Nick Seltzer serving from the UpSets.
Oh, very strong hit. He's so tall. His hit, he doesn't have to jump, which you can't for this league.
He does it.
When he hits the top of the ball, it just goes straight down, barely making it over the top of the net. That is
Very hard to return.
very hard to get to. Oh, he spins that one, trying to get a very close hit, which would have landed very
not
close
go
to the net
over.
on the opposite side had it gone over. But
Fun fact
it
about
doesn't.
Nick,
Yes.
he's a retired mascot for the minor league baseball.
Very cool. That takes a lot of energy.
Lots.
Ooh, that one sails
Out.
far right. It's a closer game now, 12 serving 13.
Ooh,
Two sets.
that was a good
Oh,
set.
oh, tips it just right.
Oh,
Third
and
hit,
over.
it's still live. This is a good rally. Tip.
And over.
Oh, into the net.
Oh, into
and
the net by Spike babies.
oh, that's a bummer.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yep. Mackenzie Ware on that last hit just couldn't quite get underneath it enough.
Second.
She sets
and
it.
third. Nice
Good tip over, but good coverage.
Tip.
The UpSets tip again
tip.
this way.
Almost over by Nick.
High ball,
Oh,
but it stays on their
almost
side,
over.
and they thought it went over. That is
It's
the point
hard.
for
Those
Spike.
high balls are hard
It-
because they spin, and so it looks like they're gonna go over, but then
That's right.
They come at
Especially
ya.
in this open air arena, like the wind can pick it up, move it a little bit,
Yeah.
and also when you're looking up to the high balls, the lights can sometimes get in your eyes. Oh.
almost over, and
Looks like it's still good.
it's still good. Yep. Set by Nick. Set by Rodrigo. Over by Emmanuel.
Tap towards the back. Leanne covers it.
Set by Rodrigo.
One more hit. Good spot, but saved. Oh, got 2 hits.
Almost by Maggie.
Missed it on the third. Very, very good effort from both teams. Some of these rallies are going really long, and we like to see
really
that.
good at the middle net. He's over here on the side now. On
Ooh.
the upside.
That serve just didn't quite hit right, and
It's
it
hard
goes
when you're
short.
short. It's hard when you're short.
Yep. Not all of us can be as tall as Nick.
Or Mark.
That's right.
That was a good return.
Good return, yeah, and good backward set.
Oh, communication there.
Oh yes, he couldn't quite get out of the
The
way
way for her, yep.
Maggie to get there. Oh, not that wasn't Maggie. That was Sarah.
That was Sarah.
For Sarah to get there. Here comes the unnamed curly hair.
And
Very
over,
strong serve, but it's
serve.
live. Third hit to the back.
And
Good
he
save.
returns
It's still good.
it. Over.
Oh, but that. Oh.
It went over onto the outside of the.
That's
opposite.
very difficult to get to, but technically, if that happens on the first hit, you can cross outside of the court to get to the second hit and hit it back to your side for the third hit to go over correctly. Extremely difficult to do, especially in sand.
Very difficult in sand where you have no momentum.
All right. Ooh,
Hits the net.
that's right.
Now the score is 15-18. Spike babies 15. The UpSets 18.
That return goes a little bit far right. All right, 16 serving 18.
Serving we have, I think Chris. Yes, Chris Esparza. Fun fact about him is he likes to run. He definitely has the legs for it.
Yes, he does.
Also legs for playing at the net,
Yep.
which he's not doing.
Ooh, but it will aid him when he gets up there.
It will, it will.
All right, Nick tried to save that one, didn't quite make it. It's a far serve, but it's in.
Oh!
Sometimes those are just
communication right there.
very difficult to know, and you know, it's usually better to just get it, just in case. In case. Just cover it, even if it was going to go out.
Get right under it. Ooh, short.
The spin on that, it just goes short.
Yeah, those spin balls, they can either be...
They're difficult to return when they get over,
Right.
but a lot of the momentum ends up going sideways, so you don't necessarily have as much strength to get it over the net.
Score is 18-20.
And the upsets with 20 points, they are serving.
Game
if they
point.
get this one, it's their set. Strong serve.
Good return. Set by Rodrigo. And
Going for the
spike.
hit. Nice
Good.
spike. It's still good. Oh, that's a difficult set to get to.
Ooh.
Philip just can't quite cover that.
It's hard when it hits the bar.
Yep. All right. So that's our first set. It went to the upsets.
Yep. The final score was 18-21.
Yeah, I find that a lot of these scores end up very close.
Very
Teams
close.
losing by 2-3 points.
1 point.
Yep. It's impressive, and
Now-
it just goes to show how well everyone is gelling as a team,
Yeah. It's hard to gel as a team.
especially
It'd be
when
better
you.
if you had Jell-O before the game.
I'm sure
gel
that might
together.
help some people. Yeah.
People are just rolling their eyes at how cheesy I am.
And I'm there with them. No, we like to see these teams coming together and improving as the season goes on. I can definitely speak to our team. We have improved as the season is going on.
We know when we're playing next to each other to call the ball and not be timid,
Right.
which is a big thing when you're starting off new.
Yeah, when you don't know everyone, it can be difficult. You don't want to overstep, and then you don't know who's going to be more active, like running towards the ball, and who would
Right.
rather you cover
But
it for them.
you just have to think the greatest call that we had in volleyball when I played was be aggressive, be aggressive. What?
Be aggressive, be aggressive. What? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's always sad to see the ball fall with no one trying to get to it because you all assume someone else would get
Gonna
there.
get it.
Yeah,
And
it's
then
very sad.
the sand gets it.
That's right. The sand gets
So-
every ball in the end.
On this side, we have the upsets. I just totally ignored you. The upsets
It's all right.
on this side closest to the camera. And on the other side of the net, we have Spike Babies. First two.
What? I'm sorry, I think you got that backwards. We are actually closer to the
You're right.
Spike Babies
Let me
in
switch
blue.
my papers.
Yeah, go ahead and switch your papers around.
Can you hear that I'm
The first serve has already gone off. Spike Babies started with the serve. They get the first point.
Fire that girl. Who
You
is
talking about
she?
yourself?
Yes.
It's a good thing you're not being paid.
Good thing. Good thing. Volunteer work.
All right, second serve.
Ooh,
Kind of open
ouch.
palmed that one, unfortunately.
From
and
our
when it
view-
hits your fingers, you can't control the angle very
From
well.
our view, it looked like it was going to go in for a second. From my view.
But it went far
It went
right,
out.
which is the opposite side of where we
Yep.
can see clearly. Good dig.
Spiking was Wyatt.
Nice
serving
set,
was Wyatt.
very high so that the third person can get to it. A good set again. Ooh. Nick with a strong hit, but it goes just out.
Just
Far to the back.
out.
Eva serving. Strong serve.
Ooh, barely went over.
You think she's played before?
I think so.
Sure seems it.
She
Ooh.
definitely gets in there to play.
Tried to communicate. I could kind of hear them talking, but unfortunately could not get around Philip to get to the
I
ball.
think it was the sand that got in their way this time.
The sand's in everyone's way. It is our enemy.
Anna serving with the upsets.
Underhand serve.
That's the best serve. That's how I serve.
It's good. Ooh, that set gets away from him, hits the back of his
Gets
hand.
away from Jesse.
It just rolls to the back, and no one's ready to
It's a
get
hard
there.
one.
So
Tough one to swallow.
point goes to the upsets. Anna serving again.
Ooh, good hype up going on over there.
You gotta have fun. You gotta have fun. Maybe the hype got to her. The pressure was on.
The pressure was on.
And her serve goes short and wide.
True. Mackenzie serving for Spike Spike Babies. Fun fact about her, she told me her body cannot handle gluten. Ball.
Maybe it's a
ball
fun
on the
fact.
court.
I'm sure it's not fun to live with.
Not fun to live with at all. That one didn't count because
A ball came onto the court. So reserve.
By Mackenzie. And
Strong
it's over.
underhand serve.
Set by Rodrigo.
Good set.
Almost.
Unfortunately,
by
Nick does not get a strong
It
hit
seemed
on
like
it.
the way his hand hit the ball was a little
The angle?
sideways.
That's right. It was a little bit off.
Another serve by Mackenzie.
Good underhand serve.
Good underhand serve, yep.
There we go. That one
Same
connects. You hear them communicating. That's always good to see. Ball on court. Another
Another ball on
replay,
the court.
unfortunately.
Mackenzie serves again.
But you just got to have fair play. That's right. Run it back.
Good overhand serve.
It's nice to see the reserve go in.
And it's still on our
A
side.
strong
Good.
tip, but covered underneath. Hits to the back line. 2 hits, gets over. The upsets with a set. Good hit.
Wyatt hit it over, and it's out on the return.
That's right. Phillip, unfortunately, hit it over, but to the side, and it goes out.
Now we have Patrick serving
That's right.
with the upsets, our 6th instrument man.
I wonder which instruments those are.
I asked him actually. He said bass, guitar, ukulele, mandolin, cello, and drum set. Quite the array.
If I caught that right, it's all stringed instruments except for the drum set. I'm sure those skills translated between those instruments. Very cool.
You have to have rhythm, right?
That's right. A strong hit. It's tipped over, but covered with a diving.
Leanne hitting it back,
Oh,
and it's over.
still live.
Mackenzie
Gets
and
underneath
it's out.
it. Oh,
hit
help
by
from the
our
sideline.
Sideline, Mr. Charlie Maldonado
That's right.
has decided to join the team.
He has appeared. He does exist.
Fun fact about him is what I just told you at the beginning is he likes doing push-ups. That's what I'm gonna
That's
say.
right. He likes doing push-ups in the middle of a
Ooh,
point.
Mackenzie gets it.
Oh, it's saved.
And
Oh!
it's almost over.
Sorry for the
By
yelling.
Leanne.
I do get excited. That third hit almost covered. It almost went over. Very strong
Almost.
effort.
This is, I can't see who's serving. It's Victor from the upsets serving. And
All
it's
right.
out.
A little bit of a rally there.
Point for Spike Babies.
Babies.
The score is now 6-6. Served by Maggie.
It's in.
Spiked
3
by
hits.
Wyatt.
Oh, there was some net there, but also
Net
could not get it
and
over.
lift.
And those were from the same side, so no worries there. We know who won that point. Goes to the upsets. Pretty strong
Ooh.
serve. Ooh, but he attacks the serve. He jumps
allowed.
to hit the ball back over on the serve. That is illegal. Point goes to the upsets.
I believe this is Audrey serving. Fun fact about her favorite color is pink. And back over to the upsets. Set over.
Tip up. Second hit.
Hit by
It's
Sarah.
over.
Over.
He attacked a good spot, but they covered it.
They're covering their holes pretty well.
Yes, they're moving. They're doing
Nice
a great job of
block
moving.
by Ava.
This is a good rally. It's still live. Oh, he dives. He tries,
That was
but
a very
it's
good
not
rally.
strong enough on that third hit. Very difficult one to get to, but you love to see the effort.
I love it when they dive and their body's like horizontal to the ground.
Yes. While sand can be difficult, it is really nice to see those kinds of plays because you don't see those very often
They throw
on a
themselves.
hard floor court.
You threw yourself. My parents say.
Yep.
Davin
Serve is
basket.
returned, but it was a good serve. Ball still live.
Victor saves
Over
it from being out. Maggie, Eva,
Set.
Victor, and back
Hit to the back
by
row.
Wyatt. Eva,
Good set.
someone.
And the third hit. He was
Out.
turned backwards trying to get that over. You just can't always judge which direction you're facing.
Out
so
by Chris.
Chris hits it out. Looks like a timeout has been called.
Timeout has been called, I believe, by Spike Babies because they are.
So it is 10 points UpSets. Sorry, the UpSets have 10 points.
Yes.
And the Spike Babies have
To
7.
clarify, because that
is
can be a little confusing.
10 to 7.
10 to 7.
UpSets are winning.
UpSets winning. Oh man, this is fun.
This
we
is
should
a
do
great
this more
game.
often.
Oh yes, I'm having fun too.
I hope we get asked to do this again, and I hope we're not. Too
If you're enjoying our
embarrassing.
commentary, put it in the chat.
Put it in the chat. Like
Let
us.
them know you
rate us.
enjoyed this, because we did.
Ask for the DeBolt.
That's right.
That's D-E capital B-O-L-T.
That's right. The D is capital in the beginning too, just in case you were wondering.
Thank you for clarifying.
You're welcome, Naomi DeBolt. All right, timeout is over.
Serving is Emmanuel from the UpSets. Maggie gets it. Up over to Chris. Back from Patrick.
Good over tip.
Back from Patrick again.
Good hit. It's covered. Oh! Play at the
hard
net.
one to get to.
But it fell on the side
Of the UpSets. So point to Spike Babies. Now we have Charlie Maldonado.
Now he's joining the game. Strong overhand serve. It floats
serve.
over.
Return by Jesse. Or set by Jesse. Nice. Good
Both
rally
teams
so
doing a good
far.
job of getting 3 hits in, setting on that second hit every time.
Oh, difficult one to get to.
She stopped it. She stopped the momentum, but unfortunately it didn't go very high. So the
So he
second
wasn't
hit
able
was
to get
very hard to
under.
get to.
Yeah.
The UpSets with the serve.
Nick doing the sign of the cross before his serve. Good man. And
Jesus doesn't always answer your prayers the way you want him to. That's all. That's all. You know, you can't win everything.
he said, no, Nick.
If it always worked,
this
we'd all
time.
sign the cross before every serve. Spike Babies
Got
serving.
Philip serving. And it's over.
Floats to the back.
Nick trying to get it back up.
Third hit goes
Up by
over.
Patrick.
You have a
Charlie,
set.
come on, Charlie. Almost back by
Oh!
Nick. Kneels to the ground. Hope he's finding it's an okay recovery right now. Served by Philip. Emmanuel gets it. Emmanuel over. Charlie. Maggie. Emmanuel. Patrick. Over
Oh!
by.
It looked
not
like
over.
a great hit. He
It
was
looked
really
like
lined up
Victor
for
was
it,
gonna make it over.
but it hit just the fingertips.
Yep.
So it didn't have the momentum he needed, and it goes short.
Those hurt. The fingertips ones hurt.
That's right.
Because your hand kind of bends back, you know, and it's like, ah.
And in this cold, it can definitely hurt more. That's right.
It really can.
All right, Spike Babies, very excited.
Not super cold, though.
That cold, but it's just cold enough to get the phalanges cold.
The phalanges, I love that you said that.
Yeah. So Spike Babies are excited because the UpSets called this timeout.
Our producer tells us it is 63 right now in San Antonio.
It's not too bad, but it's
skies.
frostier than it normally is.
Especially with the sand having gotten wet this past weekend because it
Yes.
rained.
So the sand is actually colder on your toes tonight than you might think with the temperature of 63 degrees.
Yep.
Feels colder in the sand.
Frosty toes.
That's right, which you do see some of the players with athletic socks on to combat that,
I
which
also
is wise.
wore socks. And actually 2 weeks ago, I wore double socks. Good call.
You do get cold.
Good call on my sister's part. It's because the sand goes through the first sock. Then you have the second sock to stop the sand.
Extra protection. Strong hit from the back line.
Charlie getting it up.
Maggie saves
Maggie
it.
getting up.
Good
Nice.
tip of the net. Instead of,
Return from Philip.
yep.
Up by Patrick.
So instead of spiking
Ooh,
it, he went for
Victor,
the tip, but this time,
strong spike.
very strong spike. And that could have gone out,
It could
but
have.
they covered it just in case because you can't always
It's
tell.
just a hard one to get back up. You just have to get it back up, but it's hard to get
And
back
when
up.
it comes at you that fast, you kind of just
Yeah.
have to do whatever
It's a
happens in the
reaction.
moment.
It's a reaction.
Pretty good serve.
Okay, that was Ariana who just served.
Sets it up to Mackenzie, but she can't
Fun-
quite get over it.
Fun fact about Ariana
Yes.
is she just got engaged to Emmanuel, who's also on
Congratulations
the
to
UpSets.
them.
Congrats, y'all. We wish y'all a very happy marriage. Now we have serving is Leanne from Spike Spike Babies. Fun fact about Leanne, she loves Chihuahuas. She has 2 Chihuahuas, Honey and Elsie. She said, please follow their Instagram account at honeybeethechi. So take that.
Take that for what
Take
you
that
will.
for what you will.
I'm sure she'd be very excited
Ooh, that was in.
to see a couple more
Hit the
followers.
line.
Yeah, that was
in.
a great hit.
Point to
The
the
upsets.
upsets. It is now
And the
14-13.
score was tied before that, so that was an important turning point.
It was. Now
The
we have
upsets-
Rodrigo's serving.
That's right. The
Yes, and
upsets
tough
are
serve.
glad they took that timeout. I think it's working in their favor. They have now taken the lead for this set.
Good on Spike Spike Babies with keeping the ball up and running.
That set was
That was
very
out.
close, but just out.
Out by
Inches.
Mr. Nathan Gonzalez,
Yes,
our lover of black drumfish.
that's right.
Philip, Emmanuel. Oh, and it hit right in the hole between all 3 of them. Maggie, Charlie, and Philip. Another serve by Rodrigo. He has tough serves.
He does.
Good return from Charlie.
He does this little hop that gives him a little bit more momentum, but he's on the ground when he actually hits the ball, which is important because we don't
Jesse
have
was
jump serves here.
unable to return that one.
They're taking a pretty wide lead. I believe it's 17 serving 13.
Yep,
That's right.
Rodrigo's serves, man. They get ya. Ooh, Jesse's setting that up.
They
Over
did a
by
good
Maggie.
job
Maggie.
of getting it back
Why am
over.
I saying Maggie? Oh! Tip by Emmanuel went over, was returned.
Tip battle over here at the nets.
Seriously.
Oh, sky ball. And
Out. That was
there
out, right?
seemed to be
But
a little
they
bit of
didn't get it back.
confusion. But on that second hit, the 2 different players let it fall between them. Probably thought each one was going to get them.
Yep. So
They
now we have Sarah serving
Yes.
from Spike Spike Babies.
Ooh, very strong
Solid
hit,
serve,
but it goes
But did
far right.
not go inside.
Yep. Such a bummer when you miss that first serve. You wait all the time to get back to serving, and if you miss it just by a little bit, it'll be a while before you get to try again.
Ooh. Nick almost spiked that back. Didn't quite get it. Went a little bit sideways.
So the ball is back to Spike Spike Babies, 15
Chris.
serving 18.
Chris, our runner.
A
And it
good
went
serve.
right through the arms of Ariana Castillo on the upsets. Our recently engaged. Maybe she was looking at her ring a little. Got
Maybe it caught her
distracted.
light. Maybe
Caught
caught
the
the
light.
light. Blinded her.
We'll
Can't
let that
falter.
one slide.
Can't falter. Second serve.
Interesting how he serves.
He does a good. He
Chris
doesn't.
serves by like a whole open hand
Yes.
and like a really strong slap of
That's
the
right.
ball. If we are quiet right now, you'll be able to hear it.
That's
Yep.
right. I hope you could hear that because we could hear it audibly.
Loud and clear.
Oh,
Almost tipped by Charlie.
Charlie.
Didn't quite make it.
He thought he had that easy, but did not get over.
Push-ups, Charlie, push-ups.
Push-ups now.
Now we have Anna serving. And it's over.
Good serve down the
Return by
line.
Phil.
Third hit from Nick.
Oh,
It goes
good
in.
tip by Nick.
Oh, and he shanks it out to the
Ouch.
side. You can't play the fence, unfortunately,
Hit
as
onto the
cool
net.
as that would be.
Yep. That would be really cool if the net was on our team. I mean,
The
if,
fence.
if the fence was on our
That's
team.
right.
And the net.
That would also be very helpful, yeah.
Served by Anna again.
She really concentrates as she prepares for her serve. She's double checking to make sure
very
that the
accurate,
ref
though.
has blown his whistle. It looks
I
like
think
we
we had
had
a
a
ref
change of
change.
ref, so that's a good thing she waited. The rule is if you serve before the ref blows his whistle, no one gets a point, but the opposing team gets to start serving as if they had won a point.
Ooh.
A very offhand save. It looked good, but it was
Sarah
just shy.
reacted to that one, and the way the ball hit her hand just twisted off to the side. It was recovered by Chris, but
Yes, and
not quite enough.
and as you're seeing, they're gathering because that was the last point of the set.
I think the final score was 21-17.
17. Again, very close.
Very close. Mere points. It's those curved balls and those spins that just they make the difference, you know.
That's right.
Are we still going to the third game?
Yeah, absolutely. We're still going to watch this third game. The third one is to 11 points. Now, this is important for set differential and point differential. But
the
the
rankings.
upsets have, yeah, for the rankings, that's right. But the upsets did take the W there by winning the first two sets. And if we look back at our rankings, that'll tell us where our two teams stand going into the following
So for the
week.
upsets to be 3 and Spike Babies to be 8 in the ranks, they're
Fairly
point
close
differential.
game.
I told you.
Fairly close
It's
game.
either going to be like a total
Lopsided event or a very close one.
exactly,
And
it's
it
been
was
very
close. And so we don't know the result of the third set yet, of course. We're about to watch that. But we do know that with the win, the upsets moved to a 2-0 record according to our rankings. And Spike Babies will be 0-3, which is unfortunate. You've seen here that they can pull off very good rallies. They're still a good team. It's just a very competitive league.
Very
competitive. All right. Looks like our teams are ready for the third set.
Let's try to get the rest of the fun facts that I have here.
Anything else about Anna?
About Anna? No, just that she likes to two-step,
That's right.
like I already mentioned. But if you want to take her out for some two-stepping,
That wasn't
do.
towards me. That'd be weird.
Not you, no.
We're married.
That would
That
be
was
weird.
towards the viewer,
Not
which
you,
is
Mark.
also kind of strange, and probably wouldn't recommend that everyone try and take
everyone
her
should
two-stepping.
try
That
and take
might
her
be too many
two-stepping,
people.
except for you, Mark.
Okay.
And that was a point by, let me switch my papers again, the upsets.
That's right. Scores 1-1 in this third set.
Good set by Rodrigo.
Good
Fun
backward
fact,
set, but Nick hits it off the side of his hand,
fun fact
so it
about
goes far
Rodrigo,
right.
you want to hear it?
Yes. Tell me.
He was Mr. Chubby of San Antonio when he was a year old.
Is that a real award?
I guess so.
According to
that so
him.
funny?
I've never heard of it. I'm not from the San Antonio area.
I wonder if it was during Fiesta that happens.
That sounds like a very fiesta type award.
We have the Rey Feo, and we also
And
have, I guess,
Mr. Chubby.
Mr. Chubby of San Antonio.
Well, congrats to him. It was all downhill from there. I kid. I don't even know him.
Mark! What? And we're
Pretty
getting
good rally
back.
here.
See, look at him. Look at him. What do you mean downhill? He's been setting so well.
He's doing great out there.
Set by Rodrigo.
Very high leap and a great spike from curly hair. We'll learn his name one day. Put it in the comments.
And we have serving is Patrick.
That's right.
Rodrigo.
Good 3 hits.
Curly hair. Hit by Chris. Fun fact from Chris,
Tell
I think
me.
I already said that, is that he likes to run. The person who I haven't said their fun fact is Victor Barbosa. He's on the sidelines over there. I will point him out later, but he likes to shoot film,
Oh, very cool.
like the 35mm film.
All right, so the serve is back to the Spike Babies. Mackenzie is up.
Also, we just got informed by our producer that Mr. Curly Hair is Brian Meddy. Do you want to come up with a fun fact about him?
Ooh, let's make one up.
He has curly hair.
He has curly hair. Oh, he's gonna say the same thing. It is such a fun fact. I really hope he likes his curly hair because we do. It looked like the Upsets weren't even ready for their own serve, and yet they got the point.
Good job, Upsets. I'm not upset.
Very strong serves here.
Return.
Oh, a good
by
spike.
Sarah.
Recovered,
Ooh, good
hit
recovery.
high, and it's over with the third hit.
Return by Philip.
Great rally.
Return
Nice
by
net play.
Brian.
He gets under that to get to the net, and it's saved.
by
Good job,
Rodrigo.
Leanne.
Up by Wyatt. Leanne, nice. This is a good rally.
Good rally.
Right here.
Eva. Rodrigo. Eva again. Oh no, wait, it's not
Eva's
Eva.
on the other team.
Sorry.
Oh!
That was Audrey.
That's Audrey with the strong serves. Okay, and she'll continue to serve
Strong serve,
because that was a
Audrey.
very strong spike, and it hit.
Fix your line.
It hit the line. You could see it bounce.
Fix your line. Wyatt. Fix your line.
We got a very wonky line here. We're gonna get that fixed real quick. Excellent job from Wyatt.
Woo. Strong hit by Audrey.
Very strong
She is-
serves.
Look how far the ball went when he just
She
hardly
is
even hit it.
practiced. No, we don't
Audrey
have competitions.
again with the serve.
We don't have competitions for who's the most consistent. And now that I've said that, she loses that title. I was about to crown her, but she hit it into the net. She probably heard
Audrey
me.
jinxed her.
I did. And the Spike baby should be thanking me. The score is now 4 Spike babies, serving against 8 for the Upsets.
That serving now was Nathan. Good returns from the Upsets.
Oh,
And it hit the fist in an odd angle again
yep.
for Nathan.
Went
there.
low, no one could get underneath it.
Nope. Here's Victor, our person who shoots film,
That's right.
serving, and oh!
He gets up.
He hit the ball,
gets
but
up.
it went right into the net and down.
And that's Brian?
That was Brian. Mr.
Brian Curly Hair Medding. All right. He really tried. Came very
He
close.
did. He did.
Maggie
a
with the
good job.
serve.
Oh, and off of Audrey's hit.
She's
job.
playing far up from the back row.
Maggie serving.
Patrick gets that.
Patrick returning.
Set by Brian Curly Hair. Oh, third hit by Wyatt. Falls short.
Brian
Not
Curly
quite
Hair
enough force.
Almost tried to get there, but didn't quite make it.
Well, that was the third hit already. That's why he didn't try.
Right, you're right. Hit by Victor. Oh, Curly Hair.
Brian Curly Hair hits it over. Looks like it went out. Probably by just a hair.
LOL mark. Good one.
Thank you.
Served by Maggie. Returned by Victor. Hit
Nice
by
tip.
Brian Curly Hair.
I don't know if they expected that tip.
I don't think
He hit
did,
it
'cause
backwards.
He hit it backwards.
It
yeah.
went right in between a lot of players. Very good placement for not being able to see the opposing court.
Emmanuel, our newly engaged man.
Strong hit, far right.
It's okay. I think
He's thinking about his fiance?
Yep, she's
That's
on
right.
the sidelines.
She's right next to him. She is distracting him, obviously.
Yep.
She tried to hit, I think he tried to hit her with the ball.
No, he didn't. Ooh, good return by Wyatt.
Good backwards hit.
Up. And over. Up. And over.
Oh, very good save.
Almost lost
Wyatt
the ball
with third
to the
hit.
ground. Good save. Victor. Up
Anna
by
with the
Anna.
second.
Up by Patrick. Ava. Audrey.
Patrick. Wyatt.
Wyatt.
Good hit.
Oh.
Oh! What a rally! What a rally!
Very
And
good
that
rally.
ends it because
9-11.
this third game is so short, but they still managed to get it within
Yep.
2 points.
The Upsets have won.
The Upsets won, so we don't get to see an upset from Spike Babies. I'm a little disappointed, but honestly, I don't have a stake in this game. It's just good to see a nice close match.
It is good to see a nice close match. Man, that was some good rallies that we had there.
Oh, look at that. They're celebrating. They're very happy. They should be. They should be happy with their performance. They did a
And
great
not
job
upset.
today. All right, well, that's it here today. Thank you so much for joining us. It was great commentating for you. Please come back every week.
Please comment in the likes. Wait, that
Comment
doesn't
in
make
the likes. Please do like and subscribe if you want to get notifications for every game that gets uploaded. And
Comment your favorite quote that we said.
that's right. And again, ask for us if you want to hear us commentate again. I've been Mark DeBolt,
And Nayeli DeBolt.
and we are married.
The DeBolts.
You were a little slow on that
I
one, but
was.
thank you,
I was distracted.
and good night.
Good night.